Roman Reigns just signed the son of Omega, and Jacob Fatu is about to find out that his own bloodline was always Roman's greatest weapon. Jacob Fatu has been destroying Roman Reigns for 6 consecutive weeks. He held the World Heavyweight Championship over Roman's fallen body in Tampa. He smashed the World Heavyweight Champion through the acknowledgement ceremony table in Knoxville. He headbutted GUSO, dropped Jimmy on the ramp, crashed the entire First Family through the barricade, and stood tall over the wreckage of the most powerful faction in WWE with his arms raised while the crowd chanted his name. He has done all of it alone. No allies. No faction. No safety net. Just the Samoan werewolf and 12 years of suppressed rage fueling every single move. And Roman Reigns seriously injured, unable to stop him physically, unable to fire him because his own ego demands the acknowledgement first, has been in that war room every single day since Backlash, building the one weapon Jacob Fatu never anticipated. The son of Omega. 26 years old. Built like a genetic impossibility. The most physically gifted young member of the entire Anoa'i dynasty, a man who has been publicly declaring his loyalty to WWE over AEW, who was spotted in a Raw crowd acknowledging Roman Reigns as the tribal chief before a single contract was signed, who said with his own mouth on a verified podcast that he has unfinished business in WWE because of his father's legacy. Zila Fatu. And when Roman Reigns introduces him as the newest member of the First Family on Monday Night Raw, when that music hits and the 26-year-old specimen walks through the curtain in a tactical vest that used to mean something completely different, Jacob Fatu is not going to feel rage. He is going to feel something he has never felt once in this entire war. Betrayed by his own blood. And that is the moment this entire story changes forever. Zila Fatu, real name Isaiah Fatu, born September 9, 1999, is the son of Omega and a third-generation wrestler, connecting him directly to the Anoa'i family of Samoan professional wrestlers through the wild Samoan Safa and Sika. Wikipedia, https://en.wikipedia.org/wiki/the_vision_left parenthesis professional_wrestling, the son of Omega. Stop and let that land completely. Omega, the Samoan bulldozer, one of the most genuinely terrifying physical presences WWE has produced in the last 20 years, never got the championship opportunity his talent deserved. He was dominant. He was destructive. He was the kind of performer that commentators ran out of adjectives to describe during his peak years. And he never held the WWE Championship. His son Zila Fatu, who carries his father's size, his father's intensity, and his father's genetic impossibility in a 26-year-old package, has been building toward WWE with one specific mission. Zila told the Bootleg Kev podcast directly, "I got unfinished business as far as my dad's legacy to fulfill. I want to go over there and turn that thing up and at the same time build my own brand." Heyman Hustle, https://www.heymanhustle.com/raw-after-mania-2026, his father's legacy. In WWE, that is not a casual career preference. That is a generational calling. And Roman Reigns, the most calculating political mind in professional wrestling, already identified that calling months ago and started building toward the moment he could use it as a weapon. Zila Fatu was spotted in the crowd at a Monday Night Raw taping and was seen acknowledging Roman Reigns as the tribal chief, sending massive shockwaves through the wrestling community about which side of the bloodline war the son of Omega would ultimately choose. Athlone Sports, https://www.wrestling/wwe-backlash-2026-match-card-updated-after-raw-April-27, he acknowledged Roman, not Jacob. Roman Reigns. Before a contract. Before a debut. Before any official WWE affiliation. The son of Omega acknowledged the tribal chief in a live Raw crowd. And that is the most important piece of intelligence Jacob Fatu does not have heading into this war. Here is the blueprint for exactly what happens the night Zila Fatu walks through that Raw curtain as Roman Reigns' newest First Family member, and why every single second of it is designed specifically to psychologically destroy Jacob Fatu in ways that no steel chair or Tongan death grip can reverse. Roman comes out. He has the championship. He has Jimmy and G. He delivers a promo about family, about the real meaning of the Anoa'i bloodline, about loyalty and legacy and what it means to carry the tribal chief's trust. And then he introduces the newest member of the First Family. Zila Fatu walks out. 26 years old. Son of Omega. Built like everything Roman Reigns has been searching for in an enforcer since the original Bloodline's disbandment. WWE has consistently introduced new family members at pivotal moments to keep the bloodline evolving. Solo Sikoa's debut at Clash at the Castle 2022 completely changed Roman's title reign, and Jacob Fatu himself became a major addition during the newer Bloodline era. Placing Zila beside Roman would continue that tradition while delivering a more unexpected and emotionally devastating outcome than any direct alliance between Zila and Jacob could produce. Yahoo Sports, https://sports.yahoo.com/article/wwe-backlash-2026-full-updated-025116930.html, and then Jacob Fatu's music hits. Because Jacob Fatu does not wait for invitations. He arrives on his own terms at his own time and he walks out to that ring expecting the same dynamic that has defined the last 6 weeks. One man against the first family. The Samoan werewolf against the establishment. And standing beside Roman Reigns and the Usos is a 26-year-old version of his own father staring back at him. That moment, the moment Jacob Fatu sees Zilla in a first family vest, is the most psychologically devastating image WWE can produce in this rivalry. And Roman Reigns engineered every second of it. This is the detail that makes Zilla Fatu joining Roman Reigns so much more than just another faction addition. Jacob Fatu's entire moral foundation in this war has been built on one argument: the family failed him. Roman got rich and famous while Jacob was broke and grinding. The bloodline ran WWE while Fatu was on the independent circuit foaming at the mouth. Nobody from Roman's side reached out to him. Nobody shared the opportunity. Nobody acknowledged his worth. And that argument, that specific, documented, emotionally resonant argument, has given Jacob Fatu the moral authority that has turned Raw crowds in his favor for 6 consecutive weeks. The Bloodline Civil War has been one of WWE's most durable creative properties, and Fatu's chapter is a rare addition that adds rather than recycles, with Zilla Fatu as the most obvious next domino if WWE chooses to pull it. Athlone Sports, https://wrestling/www.match-updated-after-Raw-after-April-27. But here is the earthquake. The moment Zilla Fatu, the son of Omega, a man whose father's legacy Jacob Fatu has invoked as part of his own family grievance narrative, stands beside Roman Reigns and acknowledges the tribal chief, Jacob cannot claim the family failed the younger generation anymore. Because the younger generation just chose Roman. Zilla Fatu chose Roman Reigns over Jacob Fatu. The son of Omega looked at both sides of this war and decided that the tribal chief, not the Samoan werewolf, represents the right future for the Anoa'i dynasty. And Jacob Fatu, standing in that ring watching it happen, cannot refute it with the Tongan death grip. Jacob Fatu's response to Zilla Fatu joining Roman Reigns will define the entire summer of WWE programming. Because Fatu has two choices. He can accept that Zilla made a free decision and respect it, which is not something the Samoan werewolf is psychologically capable of given the rage that has been driving him for 6 consecutive weeks. Or he can go to war with Zilla, with his own nephew, with the son of Omega. And the moment Jacob Fatu attacks Zilla Fatu on Raw, the moment the Samoan werewolf turns his violence toward a 26-year-old member of his own family who made a free choice, the moral authority Jacob has been carrying evaporates instantly. Zilla Fatu is actively pushing to be signed as part of the WWE ID program, and with the newest group of recruits set to be announced on WWE Evolve soon, his debut timeline has never been closer to reality. Stadium Rant, https://www.stadiumrant.com/wwe-raw-results-rollins-breaker-lynch-vs-sky. The debut is not a question of if. It is a question of when. And when it happens, when Roman Reigns unveils the son of Omega as the newest and most physically imposing member of the first family, Jacob Fatu's one-man war becomes a war he cannot win alone anymore. Royce Keys is still undecided. The Usos are still suspicious. And the Samoan werewolf is about to discover that Roman Reigns does not fight fair. He never has. He never will. And the exposed turnbuckle at Backlash was just the beginning. Zilla Fatu said he is not going to break the cycle of his family's WWE legacy, adding that he has unfinished business as far as his father's legacy to fulfill, and that he wants to go to WWE and turn it up while building his own brand. Heyman Hustle, https://www.heymanhustle.com/raw-after-mania-2026. That interview exists. Those words are real. And Roman Reigns has been listening to every single one of them. Jacob Fatu came out of a jail cell and ground for 12 years to get to this war. He has been the most dominant force on Raw for 6 consecutive weeks. He has the crowd. He has the momentum. He has the moral authority of a man who has been fighting for his family's recognition his entire career. And Roman Reigns is about to take all of it away by recruiting the most anticipated Anoa'i debut in years and pointing him directly at the Samoan werewolf. Drop your prediction in the comments right now. Does Zilla Fatu debut on Roman's side or Jacob's? Does his arrival at Roman's side finally break Jacob Fatu's momentum? And does the son of Omega become the most important new character in WWE's most compelling storyline? Share this video with every wrestling fan you know. We are Wrestling News CC. Zilla Fatu is coming, and Roman Reigns is already holding the door open. Jacob Fatu just does not know it yet.